I've been waiting for this for a long time, it feels like. Dafne Keen, who plays Lyra, joins us now from Madrid. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. And I love the way, actually, the second series starts with a bit of an explainer for those people who don't know. Just tell us about your character, Lyra. Why did you want to play her?
I mean, I wanted to play Lyra. Obviously, I read the books and stuff, and it's just so rare to find a leading character that is strong and that's female. So I read it and I fell in love with the fact that that was basically what was it for me.
Daphne, we've got a few problems with your picture, but hopefully we can hear you. So we'll run some shots from the latest series.
Right.
But tell us a bit about what those. There are lots of people out there who have watched season 1. So how does it develop through season 2?
I mean, season 2 is it's much more dramatic. It's much more emotional. So I'd say it's more of a growth journey. She's discovering more who she is, what her place is in the world, and you get to investigate much more that relationship with other people, with Will, for instance, with Mrs. Coulter. It's much more personal.
You said you read the books. Did you love them when you were reading them as well?
I loved them. I fell instantly in love with it. I started reading it, and by chapter 1, I was completely hooked. And I read them all back to back in about 3 weeks.
And Daphne, give us an idea how sorry, I slipped into his Dark Materials world there. Daphne, give us an idea of how you've managed to work this all around the pandemic. Is it right this is all filmed pre-pandemic, but you weren't able to do the sort of extra bits which you would normally do for a huge series like this?
Yeah, I mean, we had reshoots. We were filming, so we finished this time last year, and then we were supposed to go back for reshoots, and then COVID happened. So there was tons of stuff that we couldn't correct, but hopefully it's okay. I know it's going to be okay because we have an incredible team, but it was really weird, not being able to go back and redo stuff.
And there's so much to love about it, and not least, of course, the demons and all the animals. I mean, they're just absolutely fantastic. Presumably, of course, you're not acting with them, though. When you see them on screen, what's it like for you?
For me, it's basically, first I have a rehearsal with a puppet, and then they take the puppet out, and it's just thin air. I just have to imagine I have an animal next to me, which is really weird, but we get used to it.
And when you watch it back on screen, to actually see the animals there, what's that like?
It's honestly, there's a few times when I have questioned if there were animals on set. At the premiere, for instance, I was watching it and I was going, did I actually have a cat next to me? This does not make any sense whatsoever. Russell is so incredible at his job. It's just, he makes it look so real. He makes me doubt what I was doing.
Yeah. And you've obviously, you're a teenager still, so you're juggling being in this huge TV series with schoolwork. Give us an idea of how you manage to do all that. Do you have to have tutors on set? Do you sort of squeeze it in as and when you can?
I have a tutor, and I have to do the hours that I get told to do, which are minimum 3 hours a day. And then when I'm not filming, I just go to a normal state school in Madrid. I have the absolutely most normal life ever when I'm not filming.
And of course, I mean, here in the UK, it's absolutely massive, his Dark Materials. What about in Spain? Do your classmates know that you're a really famous actor, for example?
I didn't. Okay, so I moved schools recently, and I didn't tell them, and I was really stupid, and I wore a coat which said his Dark Materials, which I got given, and they'd asked me on the first day. They were like, "You seem familiar," and I was like, "No." So now they know because I was stupid and I wore a coat which literally said my job on the back of it. But I haven't told them, but they were all like, you seem familiar, but no one actually placed a finger on it,
Oh, that's lovely. Listen, it's really wonderful to speak to you. I know the line's a little bit not brilliant, but we've heard what you've said, and it's really great to have the opportunity to talk to you about it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations on a brilliant programme, which I know is really popular.
And really, so much of it is carried by her, actually. It's absolutely brilliant. She's very good in it.
I know your family are huge fans, aren't you? But particularly younger people have really got into this. His Dark Materials, BBC One, Sunday, continues at 8 o'clock, and you can catch up on the iPlayer. Also, I read the books like she did, 3 weeks solid, so go back to them as well. They're good. You're watching BBC Breakfast, 8:59.